now on. We're on. So,
what is going on, everybody?
Yes. We are currently on after the Sunday night game, or sorry, Monday night game. So after this whole weekend of games, we went pretty good on our picks, I must say.
Yeah, I think overall we had a very profitable weekend. Obviously, a couple picks didn't go our way, but that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. You're gonna have a couple of those picks, but overall, I went 8 for 10, so I think that was a pretty solid weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we went 4 for 5 on quarterbacks after going 5 for 5 on quarterbacks last weekend.
Yep.
And then we had, for me, I went 4 for 6 on the wide receiver running back ones, and a couple things go a couple different ways, and a couple big plays don't happen or do happen, and obviously I think I had Kittle just needing 2 more yards, so it's like,
Yep.
That happens. So
I guess that's a pretty good one to start off with. I thought it was interesting that game how Kittle was not really involved at all. I mean,
yeah,
you look at like Deebo Samuel's targets and Ayuk, which obviously, I mean, Ayuk and Deebo, they're both elite players, but usually Deebo was not getting the type of attention that he usually is, or
exactly.
that he got this week. And I know he had a big game, but yeah, I think I'm hoping that Kittle gets more involved this weekend, now that we know that they're going to be playing the Dallas Cowboys.
I think you'd definitely get. I think that with the pressure that Dallas Cowboys put on, we haven't done our number crunching in our system yet, but with the amount of pressure the Cowboys put on quarterbacks to get the ball out fast, the check down, aka the tight ends or running backs, will be very involved in the offense.
I definitely agree.
That's just me spitting out early things, but And can we talk about Purdy?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
What a game for him.
Oh my god. Welcome to the fucking playoffs, Purdy. Hello.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a big time rookie performance. I mean, I don't think anybody is doubting him anymore. I think he is definitely, at least to myself, I know, he's proven himself to me so far.
Oh yeah, I think he'd be a starter on like at least a couple teams in the NFL. I think he's a pretty good quarterback, but if you don't want to give him that, he can start in a couple teams right now.
Oh, absolutely. And, right now, I think he has, shown their management that, next season, whenever Jimmy G or, Trey Lance comes back, that how do you not give him a shot for the starter position? I mean,
exactly.
He's led your team to the second round of the playoffs, threw for over 300 yards in his first career playoff game.
Exactly.
I mean, it's obviously it's going to depend on what he does this upcoming weekend, but yeah, it's definitely going to be hard for him not to get a starting job somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I think, here's some early prediction here. I think that there could be a package possibly. I don't know Brady's contract details, but if he has another year in Bucks, for the Bucks there, or he could leave, I don't know, but I think there could be a trade for Purdy and Tom. That would be an interesting little flip. Because, Tom wants to go to San Francisco. There's lots of rumors around that. And Purdy could go to a Bucks team that, could use a little more, like, don't want a quarterback drop, and they don't want to draft anybody new from there because they don't have a great draft spot. Like, a quick fix could be Purdy, because you also have, what's his name, currently in San Francisco as well, that was starting initially. And Jimmy G.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, it's Lance, Jimmy G, and Purdy. Like,
all right, now this might be a a terrible take. You might hate this take.
Okay.
I think it's time for Tom Brady to hang it up.
You know, I can see where you're coming from. I
Just
don't
listen.
really agree, but yeah,
Listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
You're talking about San Francisco trying to make a trade for him. Okay, he's going to be 46 years old next year, and so you're gonna trade away a rookie who has proven himself so far for a veteran who, yes, don't get me wrong, Tom Brady can still play, but he's not. I'm sorry, he's not going to play until he's 50. He's got probably 2 years max left.
Yeah.
So I just don't see any value in trading away somebody that can perform and is young for a guy who's probably going to be out of the league in 2 years. Yes, is Brady up? Brady is, some consider him to be the GOAT. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's got 7 championships, 5 Super Bowl MVPs. I understand where people are coming from, but I just think that's a really bad move for San Francisco in the long run.
Yeah, I can get that.
I mean, obviously, I've been wrong about things like that before, and I guess we'll see, but I just think that's not a good move.
I can understand that because it's just hard. Because, for me, I want to see Brady go at least another year or two. But you also see him some aspects of the game. He really wound down towards the end of the season. You could tell he started catching up to him a little bit,
Well, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. He can still play. This year, he's averaging 40 throws. He's throwing it 40. Tonight I think he threw it 50, almost 60 times tonight.
Yeah.
I think 58 times. No, I'm sorry. He threw 66 pass attempts today.
Yeah. That's insane.
At 45 years old, and yeah, he threw for 350, but when you're dropping back and throwing almost 70 times, good God, I hope you throw for almost 400 yards.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's just hard, because we don't see players like this near ever. We are very blessed in this point of time to have a couple people like, Brady and LeBron, but, you can start to see Father Time starting to catch up a little bit with both of them.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Brady is still playing at a very, very high level, but I think truly, especially everything that's been going on in his life, I think it's time for him to just call it quits. However many 23 great years, but dude, I just don't see how his body is even allowing him to keep playing.
Yeah.
Football is a grueling game, and it's amazing that he's lasted this long.
Yeah, I just don't know how you could ever last that long and still be like.
Well, I think the last couple of years has helped him because the NFL has gotten so stinking soft on hitting the quarterback where, really, he doesn't have to do much. He can just sit back there and throw, and if he gets hit, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Exactly. I think, honestly, it's more of the Brady rule, how they're being so strict,
Yeah. Well, it's definitely veterans like Brady. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
You see young guys in the league. For instance, Justin Fields is just getting his crap just beamed. I don't know how many times he would, take off running, and he would actually give himself up and he'd get crushed, and it's like, what? It's like, if that's anybody else there, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Oh yeah. Exactly. It's like, why would you? I don't know. It's just definitely favor veterans, which I'm not opposed to. You know, you want to keep those guys around for as long as possible, and they kind of
Yeah,
earn
but
their stripes. But you
yeah, but
gotta
why
be
are you?
consistent.
If you're the NFL, why the heck are you not trying to protect these young guys who are going to be around for however many
Years.
more years?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, protect the future too. You gotta be more
well,
consistent.
absolutely. Well, they got to protect the guys who are making this league so much money.
Oh
Like I'm
yeah.
telling you what, like the calls that Patty Mahomes get, and Josh Allen, and compared to guys like Justin Fields, Trey Lance. I know we didn't see a lot of Lance, but all these other guys who are just barely getting hit. And, I mean, think about the Kirk Cousins roughing the passer call.
Oh god, yeah. I was so pissed about that because I saw that, and Cousins had the ball in his hands when the first initial contact was made, and he rolled him over on top of the defender. Like he
Yeah,
barely ever scraped the ground. Or like that's roughing the passer. It's like, come on, dude! Like he's literally hugging him, taking him to the ground.
it's ridiculous. But that's just what the league has come to.
Yeah, that's absolutely fucking crazy. But yeah, so
I think it was a pretty eventful Super Wild Card weekend. I mean,
definitely.
I guess the next game I'd like to talk about is Jacksonville and the Chargers. I think that was probably, people would say, I would say probably the best game of the weekend.
Oh yeah.
I mean, geez, you're down 27-0 at halftime, and you come back and win a game. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive feat there. Like that's crazy to me how you can somehow, like, hold up.
What's up?
Somebody said, hi, I want to offer your promotion to your channel. Viewers and followers use chat bots. The price is lower than any competitor. Well, I mean, if you chuck us a follow, then talk to us, then yeah, we'll definitely. Oh, you did start following us. Perfect. All right, so yeah, we can definitely talk. Just tell me what I need to do. Basically, somebody's trying to offer promotion or something. You can go ahead. Sorry.
But
and they gave us a follow. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the follow. But what I was gonna say, if Brandon Staley has a job after this offseason, I think that's absolutely crazy.
Oh, he won't. I think he's gonna get fired here in the next couple.
I mean,
definitely next couple of weeks, but
obviously I know it's not all on him. But I mean, how do you let a 27? I mean, think about a 27-0 lead in the NFL.
I mean, the last time, not to bring it up again, talking about Brady, but the last time we saw a lead like that, we all,
Oh yeah.
Ah, man, but it's kind of crazy how that stuff kind of happens.
Yeah, it just.
I had no faith in the Jags. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that and I was like, I walked away from. I started driving home. I wasn't even listening to the game or anything.
You know what? And I'm a fan of Trevor Lawrence. I enjoyed him in enjoyed watching him in college at Clemson. And I think I thought he was going to be an okay quarterback. And I wasn't even watching the game at first, and I saw he had 4 picks in the first half, and I thought, holy shit, like this is going to be a blowout. And then it got to 27-0, and I was like, okay, this is the blowout I expected. And then it was 27-7 and 27-14. And then I stopped watching even more, and I look back, and it's, 28, what was it, 30-28?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and that's just crazy that especially for the Chargers offense, how do you go that dormant in the playoffs where you allow that to happen without ever putting up points on offense as well? Like, there's gonna be some questions raised about that.
Don't get me wrong, I understand going cold, like it happens. But when you're in the playoffs and you're up 27-0, like as a former player, it's like, how is your coaching staff and how are you like not trying to step on your opponent's throat?
Exactly,
Like,
especially the playoffs. Like, don't let them back.
No, you have them down and out.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen amazing comebacks. That's why nothing's ever safe in the NFL.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I will say though, absolutely hell of a performance by Christian Kirk, Zay Jones. I mean, I think Christian Kirk had a huge game.
oh yeah.
I mean, Keenan Allen had an okay game for the Chargers. Gerald Everett had a pretty decent game. I think not having Mike Williams really hurt the Chargers, though. I think that was not having that extra threat. Was definitely a big momentum shifter.
Yeah. I mean, that just makes your offense definitely less explosive than that, so.
Absolutely.
I mean, hey,
definitely.
It's just... Oh, damn, my pass got patted down. Sorry about that. Getting a little into this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of just some other big notes that I made for the weekend. I mean, I think people want to say that the Giants and Vikings was an upset, but I'm going to be honest. I had the Giants predicted to win from the beginning.
I mean, we all knew. As we're not gonna lie here, we're both Bears fans here. We knew that from coming from the NFC North, the Vikings were frauds in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there was just way too much going against them.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Kirk Cousins in prime time.
No, yeah.
That should have been the biggest one right there.
Exactly. What do you do if you're the Vikings? Like, Kirk Cousins is horrible, like worse than anybody we've ever seen in any game that counts. Do you keep him around longer, or do you?
Well, the problem is I just don't really know what other option they have. I mean, think about it though. I mean, they went 13-4, 13-5 down their season. Crap, it's their best season they've had. Fuck, who knows how long.
Oh yeah.
I mean, new head coach. I mean, it's not like Kirk was
bad necessarily. He had a pretty good season.
Yeah.
Jefferson had a great season because of him.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Jay Jett is the real deal, man. I love watching him play.
Oh yeah, I got him on my fantasy team, so you know me. I'm really big into fantasy football, so that was I had a great time. And he is, I think, fourth. It's either fourth or sixth all time now for receiving yards in a season.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It might be sixth, but yeah. So like that happened on the Kirk Cousins as well. Like I see so many people call to replace Kirk Cousins. I don't really believe that Kirk Cousins is the one that needs replacing. I just think, I don't know, first time, like I said, new head coach. Obviously, it's one of their best seasons in a long time under this coach. I just think they just need more time. I think they're close.
I agree.
I think they're definitely close, but I don't think they're, too far away. But they definitely need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I think you looked at their season and just think it was a season of missed opportunity.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think the Vikings had a real shot to go do something, and they just kind of. Obviously, they fell short, but I think it was just very disappointing for them.
That boy Chase Young. But yeah, I just think that they left a lot on the table, and I think they do a lot of things good, but I don't think they do many things great, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense.
I think that's what they're missing. Is like they're very solid, and they can be very solid overall in any part of their game. But when it comes down to, hey, we need to be great in this aspect, they just
Yeah,
don't show up.
it's just not there.
Yeah, and in the NFL, you need to be great at something.
Absolutely.
I mean, Justin Jefferson is great, but the entire receiving core as a whole could use some work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's definitely some work to be done in the offseason for the Vikings, for sure. And,
oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess another thing I want to talk about is if you are the Dolphins, what are you thinking about with Tua? Do you think he's still your franchise quarterback, or do you start maybe shopping around a little bit?
Me personally, do you want to hear my opinion on this?
Yes, I would.
I get rid of Tua.
Yeah, I definitely
was a big fan. That. I was a big fan of him coming out of college. I loved him. Loved the Samoan culture, like very like what they represent and as hardworking athletes, and a lot of them are very successful. I'm like, oh, NFL will translate. Well, I was wrong. I'll be the first one to tell you.
Yeah.
Everyone was all in for tanking for Tua, and I just, with all the head injuries too, like you had to play Skylar Thompson in a playoff game, and you guys almost won.
Yeah.
Like if you have anywhere near a half decent quarterback, it's not Tua's fault. Don't get me wrong. He hasn't been great when he does have the ball in his hands, but with all the injury risk that's added with it, with his head, you can't. Yeah. That can't be a franchise guy.
Yeah, I don't know how you look at this season, and if you're the management, look back and say, you know what, Tua's going to lead us to the promised land. I think he's too injury prone. I mean, think about every year of his career.
Yeah.
He's dealt with some sort of injury.
Very true. I mean, shit, even coming out of college, it was his hip.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then it was his hand when he did get the play. He hit off a helmet, something else. And, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely he's definitely very injury prone.
Very much so.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I'm kind of stuffing up Alvin Kamara though in this game. He's 13 rushes for 23 yards.
Very nice.
Oh yeah. Me and Drew. This is Drew and I's franchise league, by the way, if you guys are wondering or new. That's what when we're talking. This will probably be on the background. Probably playing my match or something. We'll play some games offline, but we'll also record. When we play each other, and that'll be fun. There won't be any sports betting talk on that, or if there is, very few, because we will be in win mode.
Actually, one thing I'd like to say is we would love to hear what you guys want to hear about. So if you guys want to either drop questions here in the chat, or on our YouTube, or the biggest thing I would say is shoot us a tweet or a DM on Twitter. I would really like to get conversation started with you guys there.
Oh yeah.
So doing it right, SBM on Twitter. We would I'd love to just hear. I just love to talk sports with you guys too. Like I know we're both just sports nerds, and
yeah,
I love learning and just hearing about what people have to say about certain issues. And
exactly. We love talking. Like when we had somebody in the chat earlier, like when we were for their first stream, like, and they were talking, like, we were talking through bets. That's what makes a community, guys. We just want to help build, and like, you know, if you guys see something that we haven't seen, you don't feel free to drop that to us, and we'd love to hear about it. Or if like we see something and you guys just have a question about it or aren't really sure about it, let us know. Like, we are here for it. Like, we want to know what you guys see, and if you have questions, let us know.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's, I mean, obviously we're doing this to for our viewers for sure, and yeah, definitely we'd love to hear more from you guys.
Oh yeah. Josh Christ, by the way, just spun off of a guy, threw him off, and basically went through the pylon while getting hit again for a touchdown.
Jesus, that dude is...
Yeah. If you guys don't know the story on him, he was coming out of the draft, and his name was Jay Gilchrist, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna name him Jesus Christ. You know, just take off the GIL, and, you know, but Matt doesn't let me name him Jesus. So I kept his first name was Josh anyway, so I just kept we call him the brother to Jesus, alright? And he had all A's basically coming out of college for all of his categories, and great or elite stats for all of his measurables, so he'll be my franchise guy for years and years to come.
Yeah.
Because we also do a little bit of this. If you want to see us play something else too, we have, I know I have FIFA 23. Drew doesn't have that one yet, but we do play Pro Clubs, and that gets fun.
Oh yeah, we got pretty good at it. You know,
we did. We were what was it, 5?
Yep.
We were in the 5th league. Pretty good at that. We have Rocket League. We're average at that. If you want to see us rage, there's also that.
Sorry, what was that? I took my headset off for a second.
I said we have Rocket League, which we're average at, but if you want to see some rage, I mean, that one's also fun.
I think everyone likes a good rage session here and there.
Exactly. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and say so. And then we also have... what else do we play, Drew? Play some Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Everyone loves a good Fortnite.
Oh yeah. But yeah, just let us know, and we'll definitely play. I have Fall Guys as well as free, so I have that as well. So just let us know, and it's basically just either background, or if you guys actually want to do a series on it, or like, hey, we want to know more about your franchise, or we want to see you specifically just talk about your franchise or go through your franchise or something like that. But let us know. Because we want to basically, obviously we're doing the sports betting thing, and that's what we're mainly focused on. But on the side, that's what SBF stands for, sports betting and more. So if you want part of the more to be, hey, we want to be just in-depth with your franchise or something idea like that, let us know, and we'll definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said, a couple times, obviously we're doing this to have fun ourselves, but the more ideas the better for us.
Exactly. The more you guys interact with us, the better we can tailor towards you guys, and figure out what you guys actually want to see during your time that you choose to spend watching us, which we appreciate. So
oh, absolutely.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Let's try this. Oh, double high safety. You know what that means. We're looking right at Waddle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he backed straight up. Wasn't even a question. So we're going to hit trailing. But yeah, so we also have a couple other leagues that we could also talk about too. But yeah, we're just out here to have some fun. I mean, we're out here to build community and build winners, basically. We're at 90% for quarterback right now on quarterback bets, and that's you don't rarely see that in the betting community, but we need to get our name out there more too at the same time. So yeah, whatever help you guys have or advice you guys have, go ahead, drop it, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and I think we have some exciting news that we will be passing along within the next couple days, but
very true.
but just kind of stay updated for that.
Oh yeah.
We may or may not be adding another special guest to the Doing It Right SBM family, but
not quite ready for the release on that.
We're gonna kind of keep it like that, and we will obviously let you guys know.
Oh yeah, we're very excited for if we are able to confirm it and make everything happen. I think it definitely will, one, help us, but two, appeal to more of the community as well.
Absolutely.
Which also means we're also expanding on a couple of other platforms as well with that. So keep your eyes and ears out, and like I said, Twitch will always be where you hear our news first. So make sure you're staying tuned on our Twitch and subscribe and follow on Twitch and YouTube, whatever. But this is where everything gets released first. So
yeah,
this is what our priority is right now: is getting as many of you in here as possible.
Also, I think I'd like to add, coming up shortly, within the next, hopefully however long we continue to do this little Twitch kind of podcast thing, I think we'd like to know where our viewers are watching from, because I think, especially myself, I'd like to kind of give updates on just some like high school sports. I think that most people enjoy going to a basketball game or a Friday Night Lights game, and everybody kind of always is looking at the college scores and pro scores, but I think it would be fun for us to Eric and I are both centered around the same vicinity, and when we were in high school we played against each other in sports.
We're actually rivals too.
We were rivals, and it's funny because then we were at one point, we were teammates also in college, which was always really fun.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
That's how that bond was created.
Kind of a fun experience there, not really knowing each other in high school to becoming, I'd say, Eric, you're probably one of my best friends right now.
100%, man. 100%, yeah.
So I just like to, kind of bring maybe an aspect to light in that, and obviously, it would just be more centered towards the high schools local to us, but I think it would still be just kind of fun to do some reporting on local.
And if you guys know the scores, or like you guys want us, like there's a player of the game or a guy is just going off that wants attention or something, drop the name or drop the school or drop the score. We'll go look at it. I'm sure there's going to be some posts about it. If you're telling us about it, there's probably some local paper or something writing about it. So let us know, and we'll go do a little bit of research and see it.
Or if you guys have like a crazy just highlight from anywhere, again, tweet at us, send us a DM. I'd love to check it out. I'm kind of a nut for high school sports, especially. I love watching, and I think we find that, hey, and who knows, maybe we could in the future come up with our high school play of the week, or something cool like that.
I do like that idea, so yeah, please drop those as well. I think that'd be a nice little extension to what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I know the stream is coming out late if you're watching on Twitch. It's coming out late at night. We don't usually stream this late, but depending on with our schedules, this is just the one that worked, and we definitely wanted to get out there and put something out there. So just be aware if we're kind of all over the place. We'll try to get a schedule locked down, and if me and Drew are playing each other in a league or something like that, we'll definitely have like a time planned out where it's like, okay, this is when we're doing it. Be there, like we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. Just things get I guess you could say heated.
Oh yeah. So Drew won the Super Bowl the first year in this league, and then I came back, and I won the Super Bowl the second year in this league, and turned around and had the #1 overall pick because of a trade I made previously in that year. So I won the Super Bowl turnaround, had the #1 overall pick, which I spent on Josh Christ, who's now my quarterback.
I really enjoyed seeing that. Oh man, golly gee, that's really fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Drew is not the happiest person in the world with me for a while there because of that.
You know, it's all right because as our viewers, as we start to gain viewers, we're gonna always just remind Eric, who ruined his perfect season in the playoffs.
Oh, I don't want to talk about. Oh, God bless it. Yeah, you can go ahead and tell that story. Oh man.
So, we kind of just created this league. Obviously, just a couple of buddies who just playing, and things actually got pretty competitive, and Eric beat me twice in the regular season, and he was 16-0,
17-0, and I got the first round bye.
I was the 5 seed, I believe. I don't know.
They had like 4 losses tops.
Yeah, I think it was 14-3 coming into your game or something like that, and I knocked him off in the second round of the playoffs, and then I rolled. I didn't just win, I rolled
all the way to the Super Bowl title. Yep,
to the Super Bowl title, and so I won our inaugural season.
Yeah,
and then Eric I think we split the regular season the next year. I think we went 1-1.
Yep.
And then Eric got me in the playoffs, and so our record has been pretty close, pretty around 500. I think I might have a game on him.
Yep.
But
I think you do have a game on me.
I think we need to start keeping track and kind of keep like a lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Tally. I think that'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
Because only Lord knows how many more times we're gonna play each other.
Oh gosh, yeah, that probably a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, I have a bye this week, and then speaking of which, guys, we're advancing, and you know what that means. I have a bye week this week, and you see that Week 14 game right there? That would be Drew himself playing as the New Orleans Saints.
Indeed.
So, oh yeah. So, I guess this is part of the hype train now. We will be playing in the next few days, and you're gonna want to be there. It's gonna be a fun time.
I promise you're gonna hear some trash talk that you probably never heard before. I mean, we're gonna go at each other's throats.
It's gonna be some good laughs.
Some great laughs. There's gonna be some rage. I'm sure there will be an internet lag and somebody will be pissed, which is usually me.
Yeah, that is usually you. I'm not even. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time though. I'm definitely excited to face you, and definitely, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I just finished our other lead game and I won. How you said you advanced?
Yeah, we're in Week 13. I have a bye.
Well, then I think I am gonna sign off from the stream. I don't know what you're planning on doing, but
yep, we're about to sign off anyways. I was about to do the outro, but then I saw that we were playing each other, and I was like, oh wait.
But like always, guys, we love you, and we, think you guys are awesome. We really appreciate any support that you guys give us. Remember to give us a follow on our YouTube and obviously here on Twitch, and definitely make sure to look up our Twitter. We're going to start getting really, really active on that. It's Doing It Right SBM. Send us questions, DMs, tweet at us. We'd love to get in connection with you guys.
Exactly. So for now, we're signing off, but look for the future here soon, and we'll definitely get that scheduled for our match. So, yep, see you guys later.